Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. I'm going to read Mark chapter 7, that which defies. The Pharisees and some of the teachers of the law who had come from Jerusalem gathered around Jesus and saw some of his disciples eating food with his hands that were defiled, that is, unwashed. The Pharisees and all the Jews did not eat unless they gave their hands as a ceremonial washing according to the tradition of the elders. When they came upon the marketplace, they did not eat unless they washed, and they observed many other traditions, such as the washing of cups, pitchers, and kettles. So the Pharisees and teachers of the law asked Jesus, "Why don't your disciples live according to the tradition of the elders instead of eating their food with defiled hands?" He replied, "Isaiah was right when he prophesied about you hypocrites, as it is written, 'These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far away from me. They worship me in vain, but their techniques are merely human rules. Yet you have let one of the commands of God, and you're holding to the human traditions." And he continued, "You have a fine way of setting aside the commands of God in order to observe your own traditions. For Moses said, 'Honor your father and mother,' and anyone who curses their father or mother is to be put to death. But you say that anyone declares that it might have been used to help their father or mother is korban, that is devoted to God. And then you no longer let them do anything of their father or mother. Thus you mollify the word of God by your tradition that you handed down, and you do many things like that." Again, Jesus called the crowd to him and said, "Listen to me, everyone, and understand this. Nothing outside a person can define them by going into them. Rather, what is to come out of a person defies them." After he had left the crowd and entered the house, his disciples asked him about the parable. Are you so dull?" he asked. "Don't you see that nothing has either enters a person from the outside or can define them? For it does go into their heart, but into their stomach, and then out of the body." In saying this, Jesus declared all foods clean. He went on, "What comes out of the person is what defiles him. For what is own, for it is from within, without a person's heart, that even thoughts come: sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these evils came from inside the defile a person." Jesus honors a Syrophoenician woman's faith. Jesus left that place and went to the vicinity of the Tyre. He entered the house and did not want anyone to know it, yet he could not keep his presence secret. In fact, as soon as she heard about him, a woman whose little daughter was possessed by an impure spirit came and fell on his feet. The woman was Greek, born in Syria in Phoenicia. She begged Jesus to drive out the demon out of her daughter. "First, let the child eat all they want," he told her, "for it is not right to take the child's bread and toss it to the dogs." "Lord," she replied, "even the dogs under the table eat the children's crumbs." Then he told her, "For such a reply you may go. The demons have left your daughter." She went home and found her child by lying in bed, and the demon gone. Jesus heals a deaf and mute man. Then Jesus left the vicinity of Tyre and went through Sidon, through the Sea of Galilee, and into the region of the Decapolis. There were some people brought to him who was deaf, he could barely talk, and they begged Jesus to place his head on him. After he took him aside away from the crowd, Jesus put his fingers on the man's ears. Then he spit and touched the man's tongue. He looked up to heaven with a deep sigh and said to him, "Ephphatha," which means "be open." And the man's ears were open, and his tongue was loosened, and he began to speak plainly. Jesus commanded them to not tell anyone, but more he did so, the more they kept talking about people who were overwhelmed with amazement. He has done everything well, they said. He makes a deaf man hear and the mute speak. For the word of the Lord, Thanks be the Lord. See y'all tomorrow.